On, two, testing. All right. Hello. This is NPC of Empires, and I am Corky. Uh, I'm going to start a series called Road to 1300, and a lot of you might be like, "Why 1300?" The reason I say 1300 is because I know my place in this game, and I am not a great player. All right, I am mid-level. I am very mid level, and when you're in mid level, you only can learn like a couple things. As long as you get the hotkeys down, use your siege properly, uh, but you'll never be the top players, and I already accept that. So the challenge of just getting to like 1200, especially with this new update where they lowered the ELO, uh, it's going to be definitely a challenge. But I think it's a doable challenge if I'm able to properly learn my siege, know my civilizations a lot better, and properly properly uh, tick every village remove and TC, not idle the TCs, which I tend to do, and that's kind of my fault, especially on not Arabia, Arena map. And I'm not much of a 1v1 type of player, um, but can, I am a really good rusher. I could say that for the most part. Obviously, not like the Viper or MBL type of rusher, but enough to distract the enemy. But if it was on something like where you could wall, like on Arena, or I'm gonna block out Black Forest, by the way, like Black Forest, then there's no luck in me trying to rush them. I'm gonna be learning how to do the Dark Age rush by sending the militia line and including my scout to try to stall them and make them use their resources. And I'm not like the Viper said, it's not meant to kill the villagers. It's more of just to harass them and prevent them from collecting the resources so they get behind. But if that all fails because I could look away for a couple seconds, it'll be on me because I just wasted a bunch of resources on something that I could have prevented. But this is all part of the learning process of the road to 1300 ELO. So um, where do I? What if I do get to 1300 ELO? Then I'll probably start another series going to 1500. I honestly don't think I can get to 1500 ELO per se, but I don't think I don't think is the correct answer. I know I'm not going to get the 1500 ELO, but it would be a fun series. Now, unlike the other team series where I only upload our wins, I'm going to be uploading my losses to this one as well. Every game I do play to get my ELO up, I will be playing, and I'm hoping the other clan members do upload to this YouTube channel as well. So I'm not the only one anymore, but they said they were, so I'm just going to rely on them. Severe is trying to do the campaign series. Dimitri, I think he's also going to do a solo, but he's going to also POV his play experience, but that's when he gets on. Blakely, I don't know when he's going to do it, but whatever. Whenever he can. So, and TV, he's an old man. I don't expect him to. So, anyways, that's basically the overall arching plan. Especially the one thing I'm going to have, the two things I'm going to have to really get deep into is with the whole picking a civ and playing with it. Because my special civ that I always play with is always going to be Vietnamese. But that's not a good 1v1 type of sieve. It's very good for light Imperial, especially with the new update ever since um, the Raja's, I think it is, update there towards the Indians, splitting the Indians into multiple different uh, ethnic groups. But yeah, and trying to figure out like all these different lands. Like Arabia is obviously one of my favorite maps, so that's not being crossed out. And there's no Black Forest here, so I can just learn this. I probably cross off Arena as my one map to really cross out. Gold Rush, I like, but okay. But getting back to the whole hotkeys is I already know a bunch of hotkeys. In my clan, I know most of the hotkeys more than they do. Clicking to different TCs fast. Like 3 and 4. 3 is going to be my TC, and 4 is going to be my uh, going to a dock. If it's something like a water map where I have a bunch of docks, fishing and all that, I can just instantly click to that. And the reason it's 4 to 3 is because I have it on my mouse, not now on the keyboard. But on the keyboard itself, the reason I'm leaving 1 and 2 open is because the little plus sign is usually what I'd use for any type of units on the bottom there, so I don't get myself confused. Now, that might not be the best strat, but it's the one that's been working for me recently, and I think that works well within the 1300 range. I've been doing a lot better with the whole siege thing, but especially properly using the scorpions and onagers. But it's just always which civ do I get that would be best for that, and in the end, it's like all in the castle age. All of them are really good for that. But going further down the line, um, it's it's obviously not always going to be the best. I mean, I wish I could use an example, but trying to think of a civ that does not have good siege. Oh, the Celt. No, I'm joking. They have the best siege mode. But you get what I mean, though. It's definitely going to be a challenge, and I'm gonna get mad. I will get mad with myself by far, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be improving my skill, and I look forward to having fun doing it while I get mad. So, actually, for this, I probably should block out. Yeah, because if I'm gonna plan on do rushing type of thing, I think that should be out of the plan. Things like the Nomad maps, like Nile Delta. Um, I don't particularly know how to do the setup because usually I would always put 5 on wood, but recently learned that a lot of the pros do 3 and then they put 6 on sheep. So um, it's going to be always different depending on the map, but it's not going to be majorly different. But with Nomad, it's always hit and run. It's always going to be, is the enemy TC going to be put next to my TC? Which way is he going? But, it's all part of the experience. So before it updates again, I'm going to make sure to do that. Also, I also have to check the mods. Okay. I do use, for Mangonel, going back to Siege, I do have the ground attack cost with cursor. When I click on Mangonels, it's immediately going to click T. That's, instant instinct. Most recent one I've just started doing for hotkeys, and then the small trees. And honestly, I can't do it without any of the small trees or the improved grid. It helps out a lot. Though there are some times where I do leave like a little slot open, invisible line open, and it will screw me. So, yeah. But that is the whole plan for doing the 1v1s, Road to 1300. And I think this will be a fun series to put up there, especially for people that like to watch noobs like myself try to do something fun. Anyways, have a good.